Hello, students. Today I'll begin with Unit 3 of the essay Student Mobs by J.B. Priestley. In this enthusiasm, not for politics but for destruction and violence, these students may be said to be taking their proper place right up there in the van, giving a lead to youth everywhere. So, here Priestley is trying to say that the enthusiasm which can be observed in these young students, it is not exactly for politics, it is for destruction and violence. And in this kind of enthusiasm, what the students are doing, they are taking their position as a leader. And whom they are leading? They are leading the other youth of their country. And they have taken their position in the vans as leaders, as heroes for other youth, other young people, and motivating them to be a part of this violence and destruction. For we live, I repeat, in a curious age, which is trying hard to abolish want and disease, but is also abolishing, without trying, any regard and respect for other people's possessions. Now, Priestley here says that today we are living in a curious age, as he had mentioned it earlier, and in the present age, efforts are being made to abolish want, hunger, and disease. But at the same time, in this age, people are altogether abolishing without even trying. What they are trying to abolish? Without trying any kind of regard and respect for the property of other people. And it is in the countries where lads are now most carefully and expensively nurtured that they proceed to knock hell out of everything. Now, he says that this is not the case in poor countries. This is the case in the countries where young ones, young students, young lads, they are nurtured expensively and carefully. And in such countries, these grown up boys, what they do? These youngsters, they proceed to cause destruction and violence, and they are ready to knock hell out of everything. They may grow up under capitalism or socialism, but what they really care about is vandalism. And what is vandalism? Vandalism is the act of destruction and violence. So he says that maybe they are living in an age of capitalism or socialism, but they are only interested in one thing, and that is vandalism. Now that they have sufficient money to take special trains to football matches, they will wreck them on the way back. So he says that as these young people, they have enough money, they are financially sound, they are from sound families, financially sound families, economically sound families. So they have money enough to spare or to spend in order to watch some football matches, and the train which they board to watch these football matches, they will even wreck those trains on their way back. Well paid and full fed youth has already done more damage than all the hungry millions of the bleak age. Now, see what kind of comparison Priestley has presented here. He says that if he takes together all the millions of hungry people of the bleak age refers to the period of 1929 to 39, which was the period of Great Depression. And if we put together all those millions of hungry people, even they did not cause the kind of damage which is being presently caused by the well paid, well bred, full fed youth of the country. Towns that would not risk a penny rate for the arts are now having to face a bigger bill every year to restore public property that has been idiotically or malevolently destroyed. He says that the towns, the cities, which actually did not wanted to spend even a single penny for the sake of art, now what they are compelled to do? Now they are facing bigger expenses in order to restore and repair the public property which have been damaged by the student mobs or by the young people. A woman who had taught in junior schools for 40 years told me that the most recent children were far and away the most destructive she had ever known. Now, This is something which Priestley has purposely or deliberately presented here in order to second his thought or in order to second his opinion. He says that a woman who had an experience of 40 years of teaching, she has made a statement that the most recent children were most most destructive she had ever known over the period of 40 years. They just wanted to smash things. What these students wanted to do, though they were only in the junior school, junior classes, they wanted to just smash and crash everything around them. It is as if creatures from other planets had arrived. It seemed as if they were not from this planet. They are not the creatures of Earth, rather, they are from some other planet, as if they are aliens of this in this human world. Taking the shape of playful kids who put things on the lines in the hope of derailing expresses. So these kids, despite indulging into playway methods, even their playful tricks or playway methods include something destructive, or their aim, their motive behind their plays is destructive. So that's all for the explanation of Unit 3. Thank you.